Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. We're going to watch a post-qualifying press conference of the Chinese Grand Prix. Let's watch it together.
Three qualifiers for the FIA Formula One Chinese Grand Prix. In third place, Lando Norris. In second place, George Russell. And taking his first pole position in Formula One, Oscar Piastri. Oscar, huge day for you. Just first up, what does this one mean?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot. Been close a few times now, and yeah, nice to finally have my first pole. I've had a couple of sprint poles, but to have the first Grand Prix pole it means a bit more. So yeah, pretty pumped, to be honest. I've worked hard for it, and I feel like the start of the season has been strong. Just obviously the result in Melbourne was a shame, but I feel like I've been doing a good job otherwise, and yeah, just happy to have ended up on pole.
Talk us through those laps in Q3. You said over the radio that you'd done the hairpin of your life. Just talk us through that.
Yeah, my first lap was honestly better than my second lap, but just at the hairpin, the end of the straight, I lost a bit of time and didn't do the best hairpin, and then the second lap I was about 2/10 down on myself, so I kind of just went, why not send it into the hairpin, and I gained those 2/10 back, and then found a little bit more in the last corner. So yeah, I honestly was, without that hair, like, I was tempted to box before that, so I'm pretty happy now that I didn't, but I just did a good corner. That was all.
Oscar, it's been a better qualifying today than it was sprint qualifying yesterday for McLaren. What lessons did you learn overnight that you were able to apply this afternoon?
I mean, I think our car was fast yesterday. Just the run plan we went for in sprint qualifying, I don't think was the best one in the end. I think today we knew that the session's obviously a little bit longer, so you can do two proper runs. So I think there was just a few things that, in hindsight, we could have done differently. And yeah, today, I think the pace in the car has been more or less the same. It's just that we executed it the way we should have. So yeah, I think it's been a good day overall. I think we've learned a lot this morning. I think we learned a lot from sprint quali yesterday to translate into qualifying this afternoon, and yeah, happy that it's worked out.
Let's throw it forward then to the Grand Prix. What do you think is going to be key to securing P1?
I think just making sure your tyres survive is the biggest thing. I think we saw this morning that those that could, well, I would say look after their tyres, but that wasn't even really true. The people that could manage the best one way or another were the quickest. And I think for my own sprint, I felt like I did a reasonable job. It was just difficult trying to get past Max. But I think we saw with Lewis being out in front all morning, it probably helped him in the long run. So yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty interesting race. It's the most egg we've probably seen and the most graining we've seen in a long time. So it'll be interesting to see if it stays the same tomorrow.
Well done today, best.
Congratulations on his first Grand Prix pole position. I think if things go on his way, I believe that he will win the Grand Prix tomorrow, because he had a lot of pace also today, but he just lost a lot of time with the Max Verstappen. And the second thing is that Andrea Stella was saying that they need to find that pace that they has. It's look like, at least for the qualifying, it look like they just found that pace for one lap. But if they continue tomorrow like this, if their race pace is like this, then I think they will be the win for the easy win for the Oscar Piastri. And I'm sorry for the interrupting, but as you know, I need to do that.
To luck tomorrow. Thank you very much. George, let's come to you now. You ran Oscar very close. You also said it was one of the hardest sessions of your Formula One career. So talk us through it. How good was the car?
With front grading, it's something I just struggle with a lot, personally. So it's difficult for me. It's been therefore a difficult weekend, just trying to deal with those things. It's something I'm not strong enough in. But I got a long night ahead of me to sit down and go through all the data and see what I can improve for tomorrow.
All right. Good luck with that. Thank you very much.
I just wanted to say maybe the fight will be interesting between Lando Norris and George Russell, but as always, I'm saying these words, but Lando Norris is just making a mistake at the start of the race. Let's hope tomorrow to not have things like that, because I believe that if he not pass George Russell immediately, just Oscar Piastri immediately will go away, and I think best position for the Lando Norris will be second place. But if he wants to be at the first place, I think to fight with his teammate, he needs to immediately just overtake George Russell. But with that problem that he's making, let's say, always on a race start, it will be very difficult for him and also for the team. Let's continue to watch.
Let's open this to the floor. Who's first?
Stuart Bell from AP. This is for Oscar. First pole position for an Australian since Daniel Ricciardo at the Mexican Grand Prix in 2018. How does it feel for you as an Australian and with the nation watching on?
I mean, yeah, it's always nice to go out there and represent my country. I can't say I think about it that much when I'm out on track, but it's always an honour to race for Australia, and the reception I had last weekend was incredible, and very lucky to have a race in my home country and my home city. But yeah, nice to be able to do it. I'm a racing driver, so I'm selfish, so it's nice to do it for myself, but it is also nice to do it for Australia as well.
Thank you, Oscar. Next one, Alex.
Alex Kalinauckas, Autosport. Question to Lando, please. You said earlier that you're not feeling as comfy as in Australia with the feeling with the car. Could you expand on that a little bit? Is it sort of a track-specific thing, corner types? Whereabouts on the course do you think you're struggling particularly? Thank you.
I mean, the layout's very different here to Australia. Much more medium speed, higher speed corners there. Obviously some slow speed too, but that and just the car. The car is, I mean, we've said it many times. It's definitely the quickest car, but it's still tricky to drive. We can easily do good sectors every now and then, but putting a lap together, even like Oscar said, he was 2 tenths down, and then he's kind of gone for it and it's stuck. But it seems just tricky to understand how to do it consistently enough. But when you do that kind of good job, then it can easily be the quickest car. So a couple of things, and just more my driving also, just that rhythm of knowing exactly what to do, where, how much, so also when you have the tires, and if you push a bit too much on the tires, it can bite quite quickly too. So many different things, but also just Oscar's done a good job, and I've not done a perfect job, and it's tight, so I just paid the price for not doing well enough.
Yeah, thanks being with us and also on this post-qualifying press conference. I'm sorry for the interruptions of the video, but I must do it, and also I want to add some comments for the track, for the drivers, for the grip. Like they said, the grip looks like much better than last year. They are just absolutely flying on the corners. They are just ultra fast on the track. Okay, the gradation is a little bit high, but the feeling of the track, the track feels more comfortable, because they have the because they have the more grip on the track, and they, as the driver said, they resurfaced it, and the track became so smooth. As you remember last year, here the cars just were bumping like crazy, but as they said, just they did a mega job. The Chinese people did a mega job. Don't forget to like the video, comment it, and subscribe to the channel.